Today's Read Aloud is about everything that comes together to change us sometimes. In Because by Mo Willems and Amber Ren, a young girl happens to see an orchestra because her uncle is sick, and everything comes together to inspire her to be a musician and composer herself. So, our essential question for this story is: what are some of the life changing because moments that have happened to you? Who or what has helped you along the way to make you into you? For me, it's because my mom helped me read Nate the Great, because J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter, because I had an amazing librarian in high school. I'm a librarian in front of you today. There are three vocabulary words that I want you to focus on. The first is because, which is a word that shows or introduces a cause and effect relationship. The second is orchestra, which is a group of musicians who perform together, usually classical music. The last is symphony, which is music for an orchestra with 3 or 4 parts. Because. Score by Mo Willems. Performance by Amber Ren. On the Endpapers, we have the score, or the sheet music, for Symphony No. 8 in B minor by Franz Schubert. In memory of Charles M. Schultz, my because. For my mama, baba, and Lau Lau, because they believed in me. Because. Published by Hyperbian Books for Children, New York. Because a man named Ludwig wrote beautiful music. A man named Franz was inspired to create his own. Because many years later, people wanted to hear Franz's beautiful music, they formed an orchestra. Because a man had practiced since he was a kid, he was asked to join. Because a woman studied night and day, she too was asked to play. Because many others loved and practiced their instruments, there were enough musicians. Because someone created a poster about Franz's music, tickets were sold. Because the train conductor stopped the train at the Grand Concert Hall, the orchestra conductor arrived. Because the orchestra librarian had copies of the score, the orchestra rehearsed. Because workers checked the lights and the seats and swept the floors, the grand hall was ready. Because the time had come, the ushers opened the doors. Because someone's uncle caught a cold. Someone's aunt had an extra ticket for someone special. Because the usher helped the aunt and her special guest, they found their seats. Because everyone was there to hear beautiful music, it was quiet. In row C, seat 14, sat the girl with the uncle's ticket. She heard the beautiful music written by the man named Franz, and it changed her. The girl was changed. From that moment on, the girl learned everything she could about music because it fed her. Soon, she started to write music too. Because, like Franz, the young woman had something to share. Over time, the woman became very good because she worked very hard. One night, her music was discovered because she was also very lucky. Then she was invited to perform her music at the Grand Concert Hall because so many people wanted to hear it. Her composition was dedicated to the uncle in row C, seat 14, because it was his ticket that brought her here. World Premiere Symphony No. 1, The Cold. And that night, someone else was changed. That is how it happened.